ago.
Oh, I see. I'm very sorry to hear that. Hey, I've got a great idea. Why don't you come to stay with me on my island and I'll train you personally?
It would be a great honor to have the same teacher my grandpa had.
I'll never forget the day he showed up. And so, he told us that he was Goku. So we started calling him Goku Black. He looked down on all of us and said he was going to exterminate the human race. I have not only mastered Goku's powers, I have made them my own. I am a freedom part, and divine. You don't understand, Saiyan. Your time is already at an end. That's where you're wrong. All I've ever tried to do is save people from walking nightmares like you! 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 told you I wasn't going to go easy on you. You're on your own.
You can't leave me. That's cruel.
Hey, guess what? Sometimes, kid, life is cruel. And don't you forget it.
Hey, Smiley, how's it going? I see that you dropped in on our keyboard repair ASMR. Not going to be talking too loudly today. Just going to be repairing pieces of the keyboard. I got a keyboard cleaning kit today, so I went ahead and I popped the keyboard open. Just to make sure that we'd be able to get on in it. Start cleaning it up a little bit since I haven't really cleaned this keyboard in quite some time.
You can find the courage to survive on your own. You'll be a stronger fighter, both in body and in mind.
I do want you guys to get better at it. To do that, I need to
You'll laugh
configure
at your
something.
fears when you find out who you really are.
But yeah, how you guys doing today? Just making sure to get all these pieces back the way they should be. We finished the numpad. We're gonna move on in a second to the middle console. I may not do all the cleaning today, but the main thing for me is that there's just too much dust and shit on the keys, and I kind of wanted to get as much of that off as possible. It's not going to be perfect, obviously, but it was more of just a really cool thing for myself to do in the meantime, and just making sure that I stayed pretty active and had something going on for myself. So this has been pretty good so far.
There's a great power inside you waiting to be unlocked, but it's up to you to bring it out.
Just a little bit, make sure that it's actually getting exactly what we want here. And it looks like we are going to be getting that. But hey, Smiley, how's it going for you today? Thank you so much for popping on the stream. You always do. So I do appreciate that from you a lot, obviously, if that's not obvious. So I appreciate that. As you can see, all that's happening off camera is that we're kind of cleaning off pieces. I don't want to put any of the pieces back with even a microscopic amount of dirt. This is kind of like a really big pet peeve for me. And I've been wanting to clean my keyboard for years, and then randomly on Amazon today, I was looking and I saw advertisement for a keyboard cleaning kit, which is what this is. And so far, it's actually done really well. I mean, the keyboard, already just the one section I've cleaned off looks way better than it's looked in, literal years, So I would say thus far, it looks to have been, a reasonable investment. It's not spotless, but it is a lot better than it was. So we can at least be very, very happy about that. And let's see here. Gotta put the last piece of our numpad back on. Let's get the canned air, give it a spray, get all the rest of the dust off. I will warn ahead of time that I don't know how loud this is going to be for you guys, so maybe if you have headphones on, just... Alright, and that is a completely clean numpad, which is actually really, really nice. Okay. Let's adjust our light just a little bit so I can see a little bit better. you guys can see a little bit better. But this is all I've been doing. Like I said, I got this kit off of Amazon earlier, and I've been meaning to just get into the keyboard, pop some keys out, and really just make things look a little bit more vanilla. Because no one wants a dirty keyboard, right? So that's what my main goal recently has been, and it's been a very fulfilling journey so far. So I'm very grateful for that. We're gonna do our number arrow, or not our number arrows, our directional arrows next. And we got one of them off. After that, we're gonna move up to this console up here, but we want to get these number arrows done first. These are gonna be a lot easier to clean. We just really want to pop them off, get any unnecessary dirt from the bottom portion down there, and then dust off the keys. And then when we're done with this, we will air dust the entirety of the keyboard again, just to kind of catch any little dirt that might be hiding around in there. All right, there we go. Being very careful with the amount of pressure that I apply on the keys, because we don't want anything to break as much as we just want it to move out of our way for the time being, so that we can get to what we need to get to. We're going to spray a little bit of computer safe liquid on it. We are listening to Dragon Ball Lo-Fi in the background, or Lo-Fi, I guess, depending on how you pronounce it. For anyone that is curious, I think it's still just Smiley here, but if you want this kind of track for studying, the artist is really, really good, and they definitely deserve the attention. I use this song in pretty much most of our streams, so that's who this artist is Dragon Ball Lo-Fi. Yeah, there's different varieties of things in here. You have hair, obviously, that falls off of like my face or falls from out of the room. You have slight bits of pet dander. You have fingernails. You have so many random things that can end up in the inner mechanisms of a keyboard. And when you think about that for a minute, it's just insane, because it's like, shit, this stuff was actually on this keyboard. Now with that being done, we're gonna want to go ahead and brush off. And I'm sorry that I'm hitting the mic on you guys. Let me go adjust that backwards now. We're gonna want to dust off these keys just to make sure that everything is on the up and up, so that when we're putting them back here, that they not only are oriented properly, but cleaned properly. We don't want to put any keys back on there that aren't properly cleaned. Otherwise, it was a complete waste of time to go ahead and clean that bottom compartment. So we're gonna get all that cleaned off. All the pieces are clean now. We're going to want to take our rag and just wipe around the actual physical area. It's going to get a lot more dust than we actually thought, so we're going to get even more dust out of it. And of course, we are going to can hairspray. We're going to do those two sections together as opposed to separately, which will just feel a lot better for us. Alright, hold on. That's not the right side. Should be, should be this side. But that side feels a little forced to me, doesn't it? Maybe it's the up. Is it up? It is the up. Perfect. The puzzle of putting the entire computer back together is arguably my favorite part, mostly because a lot of the keys look very synchronized and look like each other, but they aren't each other. So this aspect is probably my favorite part. And it can be very soothing and very rewarding to finally get everything back into place. And you can't really refute that. It's always nice to see something go back into place exactly how it's supposed to. And I think that's very satisfying for a lot of people, to have things go back into place exactly as they should, is what I'll say. Okay. Give it a little spray. I don't this little tool. This little tool kind of sucks. So it's supposed to be like a suture type tool. It looks kind of like a needle, and the whole purpose is that it's supposed to help you yank up keys. But the thing that they have it on is not the strongest in the world.
Maybe he's asleep.
Snap it off. Make sure I'm using the right tool. Because I could just be using the wrong tool. Yep, that's the reason that tool seems like shit. It's not for the actual thing that I'm using it for. So it's that.
So, you'll train me now?
Well, guys, I am an idiot. That is confirmed because the thing I'm supposed to be using to remove the keys is not the thing that I was actually using. So that explains a lot, and makes me really question my entire existence. But that's fine.
Lady, I'm supposed to ask.
Yeah, that one flew pretty far. It's one of those things where, obviously there's no one watching live right now, but anyone watching afterwards who does get to this point, it's one of those things where you start, and because you've started, you really don't feel like stopping. You want to kind of see it through to the end. Will I see it through to the end? Maybe. But I will say that because I've already started and kind of motivating myself in this way, usually when you start a project like this, depending on your work ethic, you will see the project through to the end. Most human beings, especially ones with varying grades of OCD, cannot stop a project like this once they have started, which is honestly, some would argue, a very rare and sought-after commodity. Imagine, always finishing your projects because you physically can't deal with you not finishing. Kind of like fighting a Dark Souls boss or doing unnecessary projects at work that are side projects because you finished your projects. You physically can't bring yourself to stop. You can. And as a result of this, you always will finish your projects. It sounds incredibly fun. Actually quite annoying depending on the circumstances. But we're gonna throw our scrubbing tool up there. We're looking pretty good. We're gonna spray. Get everything out of there. Now we're gonna use our tools here to go ahead and clean off our keys. And then that should allow us to pop our keys right back in there as soon as we're ready. Alright, let's see here. Alrighty, guys. This is all I'm going to complete for right now. I'm going to start packing things up. It's still going to be talking to you guys. I actually just realized I have to go do something that I was not aware that I had to do previously, which kind of sucks, but things happen, right? So we're going to slowly pack up. I probably will come back and finish this at a point. I just didn't realize I had to do the thing that I'm having to go and do. But I doubt that will stop me from coming back and, definitely 100%. actually was really satisfying, much more than I actually initially expected it to be, which is good because, you know, obviously something being that satisfying makes you want to go back and do it again. So I'm hoping that stands true to the test of time, and that we do find ourselves back here doing this again. It's not really what you want to see. I cannot get this to close, apparently. There we go. This is the little kit that I've been using. It's actually really, really cool. Either way, guys, that is all from me right now. I will see you guys later.